Yo guys, what's going on? Today I want to go and talk about some 3DS stuff regarding Loopy, some actually DS stuff as well, some OG 3DS Loopy stuff going on, and yeah, this and maybe even some eBay stuff. There's really a good amount to talk about here that I'm interested in. So it's been a while since I've made that 3DS video regarding my capture cards and whatnot, and I'm still happy with those decisions that I made there. They definitely were expensive, but obviously not everybody has money for that, and that's kind of been the consensus that I've been seeing on those videos is that it's not really that feasible for obviously like a 500, 700, or $1,000 card, which obviously makes a ton of sense coming from like anybody basically who's not insanely rich, or just really wants one like I did. But Loopy here is actually looking to make some boards again, which is great. So if we go up to here on the updates, he started these threads uh, back in February, or he posted this, and he's been. You can actually subscribe to these threads, get some email updates on stuff, and on what he's doing, and some of these are really interesting on what he's doing. The OG 3DS is just the OG 3DS, but the 3DS is actually not the original 3DS like he had done before. It's actually the new 2DS XL, as you can see here. And that's really cool. I really like that. It's a new board design and some other features in there I'll get into when we start looking at the thread, but really cool stuff there. And it looks like, from what he's saying, that the OG DSs look to be, well, each of them, I think they're looking to come out actually this month sometime. Well, probably not this month now, but definitely probably next month or something like that. He's been saying he theorized May, or he predicted May. It does not look like May is going to happen because obviously we're at the end of May, and they still haven't come out. But it does look like they are very close, and from what his threads say, so yeah, it looks very nice. I don't think, yeah. So these are not changing. He's been a little bit active on these threads. Obviously, this is from like April. People just can kind of go on these threads, ask questions and whatnot. As you can see, it's like, just asking questions of Loopy. He answers them sometimes. This was May 4th. Like, is this supported by Qt Capture? Yes, it is. Be selling pre-modded like kits and installs. Yes. Pre-modded, probably not. So that it just means that so he's selling kits to be able to install your own, and he's actually offering the service obviously to install them. No pre-mod though. He's not going to go out, buy them, and try to sell them because they just apparently they go out really fast. So which makes a lot of sense. He might actually be limiting them, which is great because obviously a big thing that we kind of have is a lot of people just taking these, and I feel like probably just scalping these, honestly. And that's kind of what we've seen in the last 2 years, is people taking something that's on a shortage and just selling it for a very high price. And obviously we don't want that. We kind of just want to see this, people be able to get their stuff and be able to do this. And it seems like he's very much in has a good amount. So if it says if the orders are stopped, it's because he needs to catch up. Not that he's actually running out of boards, which is great as well. And we might be able to get some time between launches to be able to kind of like, okay, he's doing this and he's being able to, he'll do the launch here, so we'll have a time to actually be able to get stuff. And the really awesome thing about this is your DS doesn't need to be sent out right away. He'll hold your order as long as you want, and as he says here, so that's really nice. You could, you get the order down, and then it's like, oh no, I don't have an OG 3DS. Run to eBay, and get your 3DS so you don't have one, and just get it mod, or your DS. Yeah, I don't know if I said 3DS, but yeah, get your DS there, and then you can send it in. No need to rush on that. Obviously I'd want to rush because if it's like your first DS or you want it, I'd be already having my DS and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty cool. Since I already have two of these, I don't really see myself getting another one of these, but it's really cool. And then he says, I expect sometime this month. It does not look like he'll give some warning, it looks like, and I've been subscribed to this, to his forums. It doesn't look like he's posted an update on any of these forums. So it does not look like is going to be this month. I'm guessing something happened. But yeah, it does look very promising for next month if he said it was this month and it didn't happen. I'm gonna guess next month. Hopefully. Obviously it could extend, but I'm hoping for June. That'd be really ideal. That'd be pretty cool. So hopefully this is coming in there. So this is the OG 3DS and whatnot. So it's he's answering some other questions, offer some LCD repair just in case, because you know, some of those things do get damaged. So very nice if maybe you have like a OG 3DS Loopy and it's not in the greatest condition, you could potentially send it into Loopy again and get it fixed. So that'd be really cool. Yeah, the other ones is the OG 3DS. If you don't know, this one is a male to male audio cable that you have to record audio on. It's not like the 3DS where he does make it so the audio can be going through the USB micro USB, which I think is actually going to be USB-C on the new 3DS XL, which I am super excited for because USB-C is amazing and I love that. Less micro USBs I have to use. And then so the let's see, what is this? So new OG 3DS. Okay, yes, Sultan Sky. I have both cables for you to choose, A to C or C to C. Okay. Oh, maybe. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is he actually making this USB-C? Oh, if he's making this USB-C, then for this one, that actually would be pretty cool. But I don't think he's making it for the audio. So yeah. But if this is USB-C, that actually be pretty cool. I might have to think about it then to actually have a USB-C Loopy. It's weird to just be like, oh, USB-C and get a new one. It's like, but yeah, that's kind of how I am. I'm excited for those things. But that's pretty much where this ends on this. Just some people asking for this ends on this thread, and hasn't been updated since the 22nd. So it's been only about as of right now, it's May 28th that I'm recording this. It's only been about 6 days, so nothing really substantial on that. The new 3DS progress is what I'm really excited for because I just actually bought a Pokemon one, the Pikachu one. I'll throw it up on screen on what I'm talking about. It's the all yellow one, new 3DS XL. Really cool. I bought that. I think I paid a little bit, like that one's a really cool 3DS. So and it's really just was my kind of personal like thing, and they actually included a shiny Pikachu on it, so I was like, that looks cool. I'll get that, because it was about the right price, and the shiny Pikachu brought it up, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna have Loopy mod this. It's gonna be pretty sick. So on this, back to this thread here though, we have kind of what he's showing on here. As you can see, that is a new 3DS XL. I know like it's very hard to see, but as you can kind of tell by the edges on here, you can kind of see that this is a new 3DS XL, and it's working. He has it working up on the software there, and I believe that is the actual original software that he uses, the 3DS capture, or maybe it's a different one because it does have the same logo. So it may be a different like new 3DS capture app, because the capture app actually has two different ones for the OG DS and the and the 3DS. So this may be a new one for the new 3DS XL, but we'll see. We'll see if that's changed or not. But looking really nice on there, and really liking the way it looks already. So this started back in. Oh, when was this? I was looking at the wrong one. So this was in March that it looks like he started this stuff out, where he actually looks like he got it working on there and actually showing. So that's pretty cool. But obviously, very pre-beta phase or whatever. It's like a very in development there. And he's made a lot of good progress. USB-C, obviously here, very cool. I don't know how that's really going to affect it, but USB-C is always nice. You can do a lot more with USB-C. And just like upgrading that stuff is always nice to keep up with current times, and USB-C just happens to be a really nice what am I talking about? A very nice port, and I think everything should be going to USB-C as of now until we find a better one, and I think the better one later is just going to be wireless, but that's a thing for another for another video if I want to talk about that. But anyway, just some more people talking about this. They got some more of the cutouts and whatnot. Yeah, so this is another thing about whether or not you want it modded, because if this is your first time modding, he does you have to obviously have cutouts. You're gonna remove. I believe the IR port gets removed, and some other cutouts are there. Loopy does a insanely good job on this. It's really nice, and I've never I've got like what have I've had like 5 different Loopy cards in my time with 3DSs, 3DS capture cards. They've all been really nice cuts. They've all been really cool. It's like no problems at all, honestly, from any of them I've had. It's really nice, and yeah. So we'll go on to some of these threads, and just all this, him just answering questions, some more photos of him, kind of doing stuff, or that. So answering some questions here. Apparently, okay, you can get the new Nintendo LL. So if you're Japanese, stuff like that, I believe the LL is Japanese. You can get this modded for that. So pretty cool. And if I think, what was the other one? Oh, are you going to sell this AliExpress Shopee amount? So he's not going to do that. It looks like he's just gonna he'll probably just do it through his website. Obviously, you got to send it to him. He's not going to do it. You can order, obviously, you can order like a console through Amazon, eBay, whatever, and then send it to him. Or have it delivered to him. So you can do that. You can have it delivered to Loopy, and then he'll send it. If you obviously you gotta give him your address and whatnot. I think it's like a lot of this is through PayPal, so just give the address in there, and then he'll send it to you. If you're buying it from there. So if you want to buy it from eBay, send it to Loopy, and then he'll send it back, send it to you modded. So a really cool deal there. Obviously, I'd rather just get the 3DS, make sure it's in good condition, because if you buy it from eBay or Amazon, it could be broken or something like that, and then it's just gonna suck. So if he gets it and then it's like it's freaking broken or something like that. So I'd rather just have it, buy it, bring it to my my place, and then I like look at it and then just make sure it's all working before I send it to Loopy, just as more of a consideration. So you're not sending a broken piece of crap to Loopy and stuff like that. So he's like, he has to send it back and be like, yeah, this thing's broken. Like, you may be able to fix it, but he, I don't know if he charge extra for that or something like that. If you send him a broken 3DS or 2DS or whatever, not 2DS, 3DS XL. The other thing I want to talk about, just a second, I'll just make a transition here. So the other ones I wanted to talk about was on here. And this is interesting just for the fact that there is right now an original Nintendo 3DS XL capture card install service on eBay here. And this is pretty wild, honestly, because there have been two okay, so 2 people have actually gone and done this. This is like the Loopy service, but this is a 3DS XL, and this uses actually the optimized board. As you can see here, 3DS XL optimized board. Now the optimized board is the as I said in the other like a long time ago. I don't know why I'm saying as I said in there. You guys don't know if you haven't watched that video, but the optimized board is basically the Katsukity board, or however you say Katsukity there. It's the board that they used, and but as far as I can tell, a lot of people do it better than Katsukity did. So the board, I have an optimized board on a 3DS XL that I bought, and yeah, it's pretty good. I would, if you're really looking for a board to install, this one's not that bad. This only difference between this and the Loopy board, though, is that Loopy doesn't require you to have any product keys or anything like that. It just works directly with the software he provides, and it works well. This one, it works well with the software they provide on there. You do have to look it up, I think, whatever optimized thing. I don't think he has a link here, but the software is fine. It's just that you do need a product key with it to make it work. So if you ever lose that product key, or you lose the product key and you uninstall Windows, or you restart, like you lose the product key for whatever reason, you will need to somehow go through. I think you can get it back or get something. You just need to go through Optimize or Murky or whatever the heck their name is. You email them. You got to do, they're Japanese or Chinese or something like that, and you got to make some adjustments to that, talk to them, and then it'll they'll probably send you a key back, but it's just a lot more hassle. So if you just keep that in mind if you're doing this. Also, I mean, as far as it goes here, this dude, obviously he's got 404 sales, 100% positive feedback. As far as an eBay seller, he looks really good. But this is an install. You're sending an actual unit to this person, and I obviously have no idea who this person is or what he does. I probably could look up his name. I don't know if he actually has done anything on here. It's PCI Tech or something like that. Um, and yeah, I have no idea what he does. I have no idea if he has any experience with it. He looks like he does. And it's 275. That's a pretty good price, honestly. Assume you just have like, let's say you're just incurring the cost of that. Like I have my 3DS XL, my Mario edition, or my Luigi edition, my Year of Luigi edition. Assume I wanted to mod that. 275, not bad. Like I already incurred the cost of that original like years ago. Like I had that when I was in 2013, I think, or 2014, that I got that. And 275 to have that modded, that's not bad. Optimize, obviously, not loopy, but it's not that bad. It's pretty good, honestly. So I would actually give this a considerate look if you're looking to get something now, and maybe you have a 3DS XL. But if you have like a new 3DS XL, obviously Loopy is coming out with that hopefully very soon in June, maybe with your OG 3DS as well, depending on what you want. But really cool stuff going on. I think that's pretty much it. There's some stuff on here, obviously your 2DS, whatever, stuff that's selling, Katsukity card, and some other ones here. They have some, these ones are interesting because it's like a install service. I don't know if I've ever looked at these before, but they have some install service for this that's like, it's really cool because they have a lot of features you can get, but it's very, very bright. As you can see, 900 to 1450, 1600 to 220. The only thing I really like about these is the modded Loopy kit. I think that he used to do that, which was like a GameCube controller. You could attach like a GameCube thing to control it, and I find that really cool. I would really like that for a DS to be able to do that, especially for using the Wavebird and whatnot. There's some other stuff, OG 3DS. Obviously, I'd wait on this if you're looking for 3DS XL, unless you really like this. Like I like the purple and stuff like that. It's about as much as I bought my purple one for. And then we have some down here that's some new 3DS XL, and this is the optimized board. This is the Katsukity one. Honestly, I don't know if it's worth it. Like unless you're really looking for, and this is the wait, this is the new Nintendo. Oh, okay. So they do have the new Nintendo. Okay. So yeah, I still would wait. If you do have that, I mean, that's $900. You go buy a new Nintendo 3DS for like, I think they're selling for like 200, 250, and then Loopy's install service. Oh, that's right. The prices. The prices, I don't know how much they're going to be. Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't talked about it. I haven't seen anything. But the prices might be a little higher than what they used to be. Just considering, like this one's 170, it could be upwards of like 200, 250, depending, because obviously there's a chip shortage going on right now, and that's just, it's something that's you just gotta kind of deal with at this point. There's chip shortage still going on, and that incurs costs from Loopy, so he's probably, I wouldn't blame him for raising the price of his stuff like a little bit. I wouldn't blame him, and I think, for the amount of work he's done, I think he definitely deserves it. So it's definitely better than what you would get here. You'd paying like maybe like let's say you do 250. You'd be paying 450, 500, and you'd save about like $500 off from not going for these ones that are like $900, like insane there, or the ones that are upwards of $2,200 here. So yeah, overall this one looks like a good deal. I would keep Loopy in, and just like I'm surprised there are actually some left. I'm sure people are just hesitant to be going with this one because it's just they just don't know if the install service is going to be good. Obviously, two people were like, all right, let's check that out. I would do it, but obviously I'm not too sure how much they're going to be around for with this. Honestly, man, it's so hard because I want to get one from Loopy, but I also wouldn't mind like modding my Year Luigi one, but that one does have like a hinge issue right now, so I need to get the hinge issue fixed before I send it out or anything like that. Yeah, I feel like I've been rambling here, but anyway, very cool stuff for 3DS XL capture card, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.